Hi everyone, my name is Christy, and today I'm going to be talking about why pets should be prohibited from being sold in pet stores. We have to speak up for those who cannot speak up for themselves. During the pandemic, there was an increase of dogs being sold in pet stores across the United States. According to the Humane Society, they surveyed 31 pet-selling stores in 13 states and found that most pet stores will remain open for business during the pandemic. Today I'm going to be going over the inhumane treatment of dogs being sold in pet stores, why this issue is so important today, and ways we can make the change. 80% of dogs in pet stores come from a dangerous place called a puppy mill. And according to the Pedigree Foundation, a puppy mill is a large-scale breeding operation where profit is being given priority over the well-being of dogs. So unfortunately, people will do terrible things for money. And in puppy mills, a large number of dogs live in overpopulated cages and are given no toys or positive human interaction. These same dogs are the ones being sold in pet stores across the United States. According to the American Society, most dogs for breeding are treated and forced to live in inhumane conditions, like small, dirty, overcrowded cages. This is simply not okay, and it needs to stop. It is inhumane to be treating animals in this way just for a paycheck. And according to the Pedigree Foundation, these animals are often in bad health and have problems like poor socialization skills due to the lack of human companionship and genetic defects due to inbreeding. Dogs from pet stores are raised in harsh conditions, and this can result in long-term health effects. So this lack of socialization and care from a young age can result in the grown-up dog developing behavioral issues like shyness, aggression, fear, or anxiety. It is important that people are aware of this issue so that customers can stop funding pet stores for selling dogs. So unfortunately, pet store owners have taken advantage of the pandemic and are choosing to sell dogs in pet stores right now. The Humane Society conducted a survey from 35 puppy-selling pet stores. Out of the 31 selling pet stores, only 2 were closed down, and the rest remain open and are selling puppies. This is scary and dangerous, for the dogs are being put in terrible condition in pet stores. I can also understand that since we live in California, a lot of people might be thinking, why should I care? Yet this does not change the fact that there are pet stores still open around the country. This needs to stop. A pet store in Florence, Kentucky said it's experiencing more puppy sales than normal right now. With the pandemic, quarantine provided most of us with extra time at home, and this inspires many people to go out and purchase a puppy. Yet not a lot of people understand what goes on behind the scenes in selling puppies at pet stores. Thankfully, lawmakers are increasingly recognizing these dangers in puppy mills, and so far, 3 states have passed measures to end sales of dogs in pet stores. And many more states and localities are considering similar measures. Some states that have considered these measures include Maryland, Massachusetts, Nebraska, New York, Oregon, and Pennsylvania. And in 2017, California enacted the first law to prohibit pet stores from selling commercially bred animals. So as a community, we need to come together and spread the word on the mistreatment of animals in pet stores in hopes that more states will continue the ban of selling dogs in pet stores. The best place that you can buy a dog is through adoption at an animal shelter. On slide number 3, I provided a good website to show where you can adopt a pet in your area. All you have to do is enter your zip code, and a long list of animals will pop up. This website is www.adoptapet.com. And according to the Last Chance for Animals Foundation, Adopt Don't Shop is a campaign slogan. This encourages people to adopt dogs from shelters or rescues rather than purchasing a dog from a breeder or a puppy mill. So I encourage people to adopt. The Adopt Don't Shop campaign is to be aware of the benefits of adopting. You can save a pet's life when you adopt a pet, and you give a space for another dog to be saved. According to the Humane Society, it is consumers who can strike the biggest blow against puppy mills. When consumers buy puppies at pet stores, they're unknowingly supporting the suffering and neglect of animals at puppy mills. Adopting from an animal shelter is the best option. You'll be supporting people who genuinely care for their pets and are not just in business for money. It's important to be aware of this issue of pets being sold in pet stores so that you can, as the customer, can make the right decision to adopt a dog from an animal shelter instead. So in conclusion, pet stores should be prohibited from selling dogs. Pet store owners are taking advantage of the pandemic situation, and there's an increase in sales for pet stores. This is simply not okay. Dogs sold in pet stores develop health issues, emotional trauma, and therefore develop an aggression towards their future owners. The best place to purchase a dog is through adoption and animal shelter. So if you're in search of a dog in the future, make sure you adopt to an animal shelter and encourage others to do the same. We need to stop the inhumane treatment of dogs. It's 2020. Thank you.